Hello everyone, and today what I have for you is going to be Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Tracks. So to start off with this figure, the first thing that I would like to talk about is the color scheme. He has red on the face, his eye colors is blue, he has a little bit of white, a little bit of his primary colors is going to be white, dark blue, and gray. And he also has a little bit of yellow on the Autobot sign, and he also has a little bit of yellow here on his wrists. And so overall, I really dig the color scheme. I think it's very nice. He has a repaint of this figure. I've seen him. He's a red. He's red and black, I believe. Same vehicle model, Corvette, which is pretty nice. So the figure comes with two accessories. Comes with this blaster. Very nice, very good detailed weapon. I do wish they could have filled in these hollow pieces. They didn't have to go all the way hollow. And I'll put this down right here. And then his second accessory, which is also another weapon, is his, I don't know, this would maybe be like a double blaster. Like a double weapon. It's like two guns put together, and it has like a air inlet and air exhaust, what this is in the middle. Pretty cool. And you can connect the two weapons like this, and now you can have a 3-barreled gun. You can take down 3 cons at the same time. Pretty nice. Put this down. We'll disconnect these. And so there's a lot of configurations you can put this guy in with his weapons. You could have him holding both weapons. You could have him holding his white weapon in his hand like this. Or you can also have it as like maybe you can have it Ironhide style, 2007 movie Ironhide style, or Bayverse Ironhide style, where you could have it on his forearm like this. Pretty cool. Or you could have them as shoulder weapons almost, or kind of where they would be located on the top like this. And he could just hold his one blaster right here, like such. I will be displaying him like this. And now to move on to the articulation. So for articulation, he's pretty good for articulation. His head is on a it is on a ball joint, but I can't really look up that much. He can look up, not that much though. Can't look down too much either, but he can look side to side. He can barely look side to side almost. He can only look that much to the side. But it is on a ball joint, and it's mostly restricted because this soldier, his head isn't level with his shoulders. It's not level. And for his other piece of articulation, his arms can move up this much, and it can actually go a full 360. It can move like this, but you'll have to put the wing down every single time. It can turn his arms fully around, and he also has an elbow joint. Elbow joint like that. No wrist articulation. Wrists are frozen. You cannot move the wrists. He has a hip joint here. You'll just have to lift up the crotch panel. He has a hip joint like that. Can move back this much. Can move front this much. He has a knee joint. He has ankles are on this very funny ball joint. It's a very interesting type of ball joint. And he has waist rotation too as well. but it's a little restricted almost. Well, it's actually not that much restricted. You can turn his waist fully around. Pretty good. So now to get into the transformation with this guy. So first thing that you want to do, transformation can be a little stressful in some parts, mostly with the legs. The legs for me is the most stressful part, but if you do it in a certain way, then it won't be that stressful. But if you try to do it a different way, you could possibly break the figure. So you just have to be really careful. First thing that I like to do is I like to flip these arms out, his wrists in. Second thing that I like to do is I like to move the back of the vehicle like this, then pull out this part of the vehicle and just flip it on. You have to be careful though, because this is translucent plastic, which is kind of fragile. You don't want to hurt the figure in any way. Then you want to detach the chest, and to detach the chest, kind of want to pull like that and just extend it like that, and then compress the chest like such, because you can fold when it's in robot mode, it's folded out all the way like this. When you want to turn it to vehicle mode, you have to compress it all the way like this. Then what you want to do is now you want to rotate the waist. You rotate the waist. And so now we're going to move on to the feet. So for the feet, you want to unfold the front of the leg like this. Then what you want to do is you want to move the foot in a way where it doesn't, let me see, move it out like this first, and then kind of just slide it in like such. Like this. Because what's going to happen is they're gonna compress into the hood of the vehicle eventually. And so once you do that, you just get it all situated, and now you can fold the front of the knee back. Then we're going to do the same for the other side. Kind of just move this piece in there. Oh, sorry. Need to move this piece. See, it can be a little stressful sometimes, but you just have to be patient. You just have to be patient. You just have to really look onto what's going on so you don't damage the figure. So make sure that your feet are folded in this way, because the feet will actually compress into the hood of the vehicle, into the overcarriage of the vehicle like this. And this can be getting the hood to snap in can be you get a little anxious because you don't want to break the figure, but you just have to use a little bit of force. You might have to use a little bit of force, but it all tabs in correctly. Just like that. And that was really the hardest part of the transformation. Everything else is easy. And also, I want to say that he has another mode. He does have another mode while he's in this mode. His flying mode from the G1 cartoon, which is like this. And you can also flip out. He has fins located in the rear of the vehicle, and you can have him flying like he was in the G1 show. But to fold these up, to get to the Corvette mode, you have to fold them back. And to complete the transformation, you just have to fold his arms inward like this, and compress them into the vehicle mode like such, and they should snap in. And you just fold the wings up into the vehicle mode, up into the undercarriage of the vehicle. Make sure everything's aligned. And there you go. This is Trax in his completed Corvette mode. Very, very nice vehicle mode. Looks very similar to his G1 representation. It's kind of small, but I like it. It's very nice, very easy to hold. He has a few different siege ports for his accessories. How I like to store them is I like to put his white blaster up here, and then I like to put his black blaster on top of it, like such. So this is kind of like a G1 Trax stealth mode, sort of. I rate this figure a 8 out of 10. I would definitely recommend picking him up. I got him at a local toy store for, I think it was $35. He may have been a little bit more or a little less. But I definitely recommend picking up. I rate him a 8 out of 10. And have a nice day. Please comment and subscribe.